Wagwan children of God. It has been a minute. Yeah. It has been a minute, that's for sure. That's for certain. And you're probably going to be asking, Chad, where the hell have you been? Honestly, I don't think I know either. If I'm being very honest with you. I've just been kind of living, existing. I've been in a space mentally that I didn't know I was in until I came out of. Um, I wouldn't say it was a bad mental space. It wasn't a space I could describe. It wasn't a space I could describe, and so because I couldn't describe the space, I I didn't know what to express. I didn't know what to talk about. You know, that's just the way that it came off. But I'm back. Like I think at the end of the day, it's about the getting back to it. When you're able to get up again, get back to it. And I say get up not because I fell down, but I'm using this as a kind of like, I don't know what the word is, but like, I've been doing a lot of growing, and growing sometimes is not very obvious. It's not something you feel until after it's done. You know how one day we just woke up and we're adults, but we don't feel the bones growing or the hair. It just kind of happens, and so that's how it is. I think this video I'm making right now, I'm doing this to say, as much as we need to let things be, allow things be what they are, you should also not you should not let yourself be a doormat. People cannot just walk in on you and walk out on you however they please. You have a certain level of self-respect, because if you don't, people are just going to keep taking advantage of the fact that, oh, you're a nice person, you basically you don't have a spine, you don't have a spleen, and so they just keep doing whatever they can or doing whatever they want with you, because you have shown them over and over again that you can take whatever, you know so I say this to say, man, this year, especially going into 2026, you need to set boundaries. You need to be able to know what you like and what you don't like. And honestly, it's an ongoing thing for me. It's still something I'm trying to figure out. Um, I'm trying to know, like, how I'm trying to use no more. Trying to That's one thing for me this year. I want to be able to say no more, because for a long time I've been the yes dude. That's not to say I let people walk all over me, but I do know that there were some times where honestly I could have just spoken up and gotten something, a better condition for myself, but because I didn't want to upset the next person or whatever, I ended up just keeping quiet. And what it has taught me over and over again, and I've refused to learn, is it didn't change anything. Those people didn't become your best friends. They didn't love you. Nothing. Most of these people, I didn't even end up seeing them ever again. So why not just do what's best for me? And it's not being selfish. It's just taking care of yourself first. There's a line between selfishness and just prioritizing yourself. Because if you don't prioritize yourself, nobody's prioritizing you. Do you understand? So it's essential, it's necessary that you prioritize yourself. Because if you don't prioritize yourself this year, you're doing yourself a disservice, because everybody else is prioritizing themselves. We tend to think that, oh, we're being selfless, we're being kind, we're being nice, we're being lovely Christian people. But even Jesus didn't let people walk all over him. Where he got upset, he got upset. You know, I think he's the perfect role model that Sorry to people that are not Christian here, but I'm Christian. I'm sorry. I can't help but draw my analogies from the Bible because that's the only way I know. But you can, wherever you believe in, I'm sure you have your own um parallels, things that are similar in whatever you believe in. But yeah, I think I don't want to I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to say that 2026, let this be the year where you start prioritizing yourself, not just to you, but I'm also sending this to my future self, wherever you're watching this from, whenever, into 2026 and even beyond. Make sure you're able to say no more. Make sure you do what's right for you in every situation, as long as it's not hurting nobody. If you're able to get something better for yourself or you don't agree with something, be able to say no. Don't let people step on you simply because you're trying to be nice. Stop doing that. It's never helped you before. It's not going to help you in future. Learn to grow spine, a backbone, a spleen. you know Today I said no. I said no to someone, and honestly, it felt good. Felt good. It actually felt good, which was crazy. Because I thought I'd feel terrible when I say no to someone. I thought I'd feel like, oh, I'm a prick, I'm selfish. But I felt great because I didn't agree to something that I didn't want. So I was happy. Funny story, December 31st, I was in a talking stage with a girl. January 1st, I was single. I have no idea why. She just kind of like cut me off. If you ask me why, I have no clue. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't let it dictate my self worth, my feelings. I know this is like a different tangent, all in all, but I just want to use this to wrap up the video. Um, I did try to understand where she was coming from. I tried calling, texting, like, what did I do? That's just why I wanted to know. I wasn't even upset. She used some very strong words, and what's so jarring about it was just the night before we were perfectly fine. So in between me going to bed and waking up, I guess there was a problem. And I have no clue, you know? But one thing I know is things have to go before things come, you know? Something must leave before another thing arrives. You can't keep holding on to the past and expecting the future to unfold for you. You're not ready for the future. That's why you're holding on to the past. But when you're able to let go, like, okay, bet. You're telling the universe, all right, you know, what's next? And these days I'm always ready for what's next. I'm always ever ready for what's next. That's just the way I see the world. So I'm very curious to see whether she would come back to explain herself. I'm not waiting on her, don't get me wrong, but I am curious, like, is she gonna call back and be like, okay, this is why I did what I did, or never do? It'd be funny if she did, though. That'd be very funny. But yeah, I don't want this video to be too long. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been 10. I know I've been gone for a minute, but again, back on the grind. We're gonna make this at least weekly, bi-weekly if possible. 2 times a week is what I mean, not every 2 weeks. But like, yeah, thank you guys for listening. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this yet. Honestly, I don't even care at this point. Just make sure you enjoy it, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. 10.